let's do a preview real quick. Like I said, we don't talk about Arsenal unless Facundo's on and they drop points, which they dropped points this week, but it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel the same. So he doesn't get to come on and spew his nonsense. He'll come on next week, hopefully, when he drops all 3 points. So we'll talk about it. How does United win this game? My quick summary before I throw it to you guys is do the same thing. Keep it simple. Do very similar things like Arsenal play. Not the same style that City do, but they want to hold possession. They're going to be at home. United should aim to hit on the counter, be direct. You guys feel any differently?
No, absolutely. I think runners in behind, like you said, you have Bruno Fernandes. He needs 3 runners in that front 3 in front of him. I think it's a similar approach. You really might go same lineup, to be honest. I think Cunha added a lot. Like you guys were saying, we know what he is capable of. But in this current instance, I think it's probably best you stick with the same setup. Maybe bring Šeško in off the bench, but I think you probably set up the exact same way. I thought you guys looked good, and I think the possession numbers probably look similar. And I think if United end up getting a performance that they want, hopefully the number of shots are similar. But yeah, you're probably going to end up seeing guys having to get in front of a lot of shots, making a lot of blocks, just moving, defending. But if they stay compact, I think they'll be able to. I think that's probably their best approach to go win the game, beat them on the counter.
Yeah, Amelia, you feel the same
I
way?
think that's overcomplicating it, to be honest. Just frustrate Declan Rice. He's already at a boiling point. I'm not even
he is upset.
He's performative
pissed.
male, final boss.
I don't think so, bro. I think he wants more from the team. I can't fault him for wanting to win. That's the fucking whole point. He left West Ham to go to Arsenal. Is to win something. And every week it's the same shit every week. Quote Declan Rice. They're not winning without set pieces. Or they're not, yeah, I guess they're dropping points without set pieces. With that, yeah, if they don't score set pieces, set piece, they drop points. So it's like, hello, we've talked about this. It's unsustainable we've talked about it for what? Since the beginning of the pod.
Before the land of time. When the dinosaurs
exactly.
Yeah, the 7 games they've dropped points, no set piece goal, and then there's 2 games they've won in the Prem where they didn't score a set piece goal.
And where the goal's coming from when they really need it, it's Declan Rice. He'll get in a good position, he'll just fucking thump one, and it'll go into the back of the net, and it's always deflating as a rival watching that. But he's been great for them, and this frustration is definitely something to jump on top of in their title race. If their best player in the driving seat is feeling frustrated, then add to that. Go hit him with a couple tackles that I've seen Arsenal do to my players. United just did it to City players. Just go into his ankle a little bit, not too much. But hard tackles frustrate him throughout the game, and I think United can easily get away with points here. I'm not going to say a win necessarily, but I think it's purely just disrupting that flow in the midfield for them, and especially their clutch guy in Rice.
Yeah, look, United outplayed Arsenal in the first match week, and Arsenal scored on a set piece, and that's how the game was ended. So the only thing that I can galaxy brain into this is I potentially would bring Šeško in to deal with set pieces, because that's their only way of really beating you. Is
Maguire.
Maguire, and well, that's the thing. You have Lissandro, so you got to do some balancing act here. Where I think that Šeško can be combative and do some things against Gabriel and Saliba, and just kind of be busy.
Yeah, Šeško get in his face, be like, "Yeah, this is real hair. I didn't have to get surgery for this shit." Get in his head too, rattle him.
Exactly, and then also, Arsenal in general have just looked really weak since Calafiori has gone out on that side, and what's his name?
Timber's
Lewis Kelly just doesn't look great. He's not playing on his favorite side.
And Timber in the final third, I mean, I'm not even the one saying it. I'm seeing a lot of the Arsenal fans saying it. Like, Timber in the final third is just completely useless, and let alone on his not preferred side. Yeah, that's definitely something. If you can really shut down Saka, double up with Dorgu, who I think has no problem tracking back defending, and just force everything onto that left-hand side with Timber and then one of Martinelli or Trossard, I think that's probably your best bet. You're less likely to concede something major when you're funneling the ball there.
That's really where I find the crux of this game being won and lost is in those wing positions, because Saka hasn't been great. Ahmed's been one of the most informed wingers in the
Probably won't
world.
start.
He probably won't. Well, yeah, this is the other thing is they play Inter midweek. So United
Not like-
have
I don't think Saka will even start against you guys.
so I mean he played Martinelli and Saka against Forest. Like I don't really know where
They're
Arteta's
top
head's
of
at.
Champions League. They might rotate there a bit.
We said they were going to rotate against Chelsea midweek, and they
true.
played a
That's
full
true.
11. So I don't
You're
know
right.
what we're going to
You're
get
right.
out of Arsenal and their legs. So they might rotate against United, which look, I think that they should just prioritize the Prem at this point. That's what they should do. But this is
They're
Arteta, and
ridiculous.
he might be overthinking it. He might be thinking I need to play these guys to get him in form, but in reality, he's doing the opposite.
Who knows?
But I think that Ahmed versus Timber poses some real threat for United, and this is why I don't think they'll end up making that change, is just because the way they played against City could work the exact same way, where you're taking advantage of a weaker left back situation with
And you're
Ahmed
away
and
from home.
Mbumo, and you're away from home playing on the counter.
I
Look,
don't
it's
think
not okay.
that-
I know
that-
it's not bad,
I know
but
that specific matchup is not going to be the same. Like that,
both
I'm
Dutch.
sure Diallo was licking his fucking lips when he saw the lineup because
yeah,
that
but
that was just poor.
yeah, but he was
decision.
doing
Julian
the same
Timber
thing
is-
against like Calafiori in the first matchup. Like I think that that's the way
Yeah,
forward.
Steve gave Timber some work, bro. So he can be got at on the left-hand side.
I just think that's the access point for United. And I think that to Grant's point, like I don't think you move Dorgu out of this situation because Ben White's actually been pretty good going forward. And having him be the tracking back left mid with
Him and
Shaw,
Saka have a good relationship.
Timber
Ben
and
White.
White
Ben
and
White and Saka. Yeah, like in
Yeah,
terms of the
yeah.
attack. Yeah.
So I just think that you keep it as simple as possible. And if United want to start doing some other stuff with the forward areas and maybe they drop Dorgu out against the next stretch of games, sure. But I think if
Potentially.
for United, you found a recipe that worked against this side like Arsenal, not the exact same, but in
Right.
terms of the hold possession, you got to just kind of go in there. But again, United's playing with house money. So they lose this match, no one's going to be angry. No, unless they get just pumped. But I don't see
I
that
would
happening.
be
Arsenal
angry.
don't score like that. You will
Me
be
too.
angry. Yes. Yes. But I feel more confident today than I did yesterday. You know what I mean? Like before the match, like I feel much better about this United team in its current state going into this one.